So I guess more generally within our portfolio, we have more of a bias towards the creation side of things. I think the prospect of an individual in their bedroom kind of making whatever creative work that they can, that just pops up in their mind, and being able to reach fans and maybe make a career, make a life around that is very exciting.
Well, I think also the pandemic has really accelerated a lot of activity with content and tech. If you think about how we live our lives, we consume content, every day, all hours of the day. You think about with audio in particular, I think since 2017 when AirPods came out, there have been 250 million earbuds sold, and they're projecting that to increase to 600 million by the end of 2022. So that, and then also so many households now have smart speakers. I think I saw another statistic by 2023, 76 million cars will be connected. So with all that in mind, I think there's much more accessibility to audio content. And so now it's the question of how do we create audio content in a way that's more efficient, more dynamic, more interesting, and also more curated, so that the listener can actually discover the content that they want and they enjoy. And you can really monetize different types of usage or consumption in a smarter way. There's a startup that we've invested in called RapTech, based in the UK. They enable anyone to be a hip hop artist. They provide the beats and the lyrics, and you really can be creative. They've even had artists discovered on the platform. So from that end to thinking about distribution, and building communities around different forms of music or accessing different type of experiences. We've seen startups try to create virtual concerts, especially now that we can't physically go to concerts, and using AR and VR to kind of enable different type of experiences with music than we've had before. And then also in terms of monetization, I think there's some inspiration being taken from other live streaming platforms that are video-based, and looking at micropayments, tipping, gifting as another way of monetizing a lot of this content.
I think there is also great need to sort of solve the bigger issues for the industry. One thing that I've been spending a lot of time on over the last couple of years is what we refer to as the value gap. And these are, big issues that requires a lot of money, and also, in my view, probably combining people with different solutions in actually building something where truly, combining a couple of companies, you will end up with something that is far greater than each of the individual companies. The big opportunity now, I think, because we can do it with the tech that exists, is unlocking value for the creators or the copyright holders, which could be the same, right? And I think there is a great need to do this all across.
From my perspective, I think there's some really interesting innovations and products that are going to come out of immersive audio. So because of the pandemic, we've actually seen that a lot of the innovations that we funded in the last year have been about distributing live music. And so one thing that I'm really interested in is how live music becomes a digital commodity, not just something that you experience in the flesh. I think we're just at the early stages of this, and I'm really interested to see what a hybrid live music product looks like in the future.